and he is still in the business here.
They talk about best of the best. Vert trying to put his name into that hat. Great shot from there, bottom right-hand corner. Acorn trying to do it all by his lonesome as well. We saw Edgy go down the feed, currently sitting on 50 HP. Does have that legendary auto shotgun as you look on the wide on the left-hand side. Empen and Deroller on the priority side on the low ground. Nosh and Nut up on the high ground. Acorn trying to take a peek, but immediately gets slapped back down. Rokane trying to find some room on the backside of the zone, but I'm going to keep an eye on the bottom right-hand corner now as Acorn just trying to top himself up. He's looking for an opportunity to go.
Here it is. Let's see what Acorn can do. Once again, by himself now on the low ground here. A quick sprint to the front side of the zone, and he makes it through. He must have been holding his breath for that one. Can't believe he committed it. He put it all on the line. What a risk taker. Vert on the other side, though, another knock, and he's up to 3. He does not stop here. Out to the outskirts. Down goes Nevify. Another player pressuring his builds. He's going to go for the layer change here, but misses the jump. Now has to pause down. Look at high ground. It's Nut trying to secure that first victory royale of the day, but as a solo, we all know it can be pretty difficult. Out from the side here, Nosh swings around here, of course, and in come the shots from down low. All types of action going on here. Back revert, though.
Yeah, Nosh and Nut had actually split. Nosh was still up. They still had the high ground control. It's just Nosh went down. He picked up an Elam, and he's like, I'm coming right back up. They're in amazing position. They have plenty of builds. They should be able to roll it out, but the issue is nobody's looking at them. They can't get involved. And while all that's going on, Empen through Roller, lighting up the feed. They pick up another double. Vert still looking to just carry himself in, and NA East has been all about these ridiculous individual solo efforts. Rokane trying to find one himself, and that's Acorn, the solo on the other side. Armored Wall slapped down, but Rokane says no problem, and he yoink all that away, get some extra resource, and really nice refresh on the other solo.
This is just game number 1, though. Pressure is on. Who's gonna get this win? Who's gonna punch in the big points here? Chimp does manage to take high ground. It's a 1v2 situation. They slide on down, and Rokane with some great tags there. It's not over yet, but the material count starting to run low. Harpoon still a couple shots here. No earnings. Nasen with the knock there, the full finish off the Spade. He's back in the game.
3 fishes, plenty of tug splashes, 15 tags into that med miss. He can hang out in the zone, have some sushi and chill, but still up on the high ground. Nosh and Nut just raining down shots. Bully tries to find an angle. Him and Smite still doing well, but Rokane answering in the 1v2. He puts Bully down. Smite trying to chase him, trying to go through, and you can see Smite able to chase the solo out. Really good job picking that one up. They're up to 5 Elams, pushing on to 35 points and up into 4th place, but Nowsy and Sprite been real quiet. However, they'll pick up an Elam down there.
Where is high ground? What are they doing? Nut and Nosh just gotta watch the action unfold. Nowsy and Sprite have coasted through the low ground, putting in all that hard work and effort. And you can see now is when the game needs to close out here. Nosh and Nut have to commit. No time to waste here. Okay, clean 2v2 situation right now. 4 Elams for the high ground team. What are they going to do right now? Sprite slides down the mountain here. He's losing a lot of HP, though. This is going to start to draw out now.
This is so smart, going underneath the bridge and forcing Nut and Nosh to come to you. You can see where the line is. You know it runs pretty much the length of the bridge. They only had 4 builds. If they didn't go under, they would have been forced into an unfavorable fight. Now they can potentially look to have an opportunity. The only thing is, if they don't have enough builds to get up that slight incline, Nut and Nosh could just force them out right now.
Here's the thing, though. They definitely have a win condition as well. Couple heals. You can see Nowsy and Sprite are just holding onto it for dear life on high ground. There's a single flopper in that inventory there, so not much. This will come down to a clash. There's no way it goes any further. Sprite and Nowsy now looking for the angle. The Mantling comes in. They slide around into the commitment, but no. Doesn't find the tag from the low ground. Can not finish the job. He's going to slide on over. It's an important heal. Knock is incredible, and he gets it just like that with the quick 1-2 there.
Cloud9, Nosh, and Nut pick up game number 1 here.
And high ground hurt from that last battle, but Nosh manages to hold it out.
And they have just so much room. Nobody is even remotely looking up. Empen gets the knock onto Voil. Him and D-Roller staying very active right now. But I mean, you see Nut and Nosh, they're just playing for the late game. Ghost Blake gets barely picked up. Limit Lawrence looking for a little bit of room. Recycles the low pad, trying to get around to the front of the zone. Bully and Smite directly over top of him. With only 2 builds. He's praying. The 108 over on the side was huge, but can he follow it up?
Huge shot there. Edgy and Acorn now starting to slide on in. It's the rotate down to outskirts. A big name still in this game here. 6th place Limit Lawrence is, however, still on the hunt. Armored Wall shuts down the push right there, and all of a sudden he goes for it again. No time to find the tag, and the zone finishes him off. Unfortunate there for Smite, though, is also down to 4 HP. Not looking hot for a 2nd place team. Only a single Elim. Bully has to clutch up, but a beautiful shot there by Smite. It's gonna put some punishment down. It's all in now.
All in, jumps in the box, trying to find something. D-Roller picks up another one, clicks though, trading it back on over to Bully. A Smite, 4 HP in a dream, but it turns more into a nightmare there. Day gets the confirmation on the other side. Edgy and Acorn looking for tons of space, but nobody is even remotely looking up at Nosh and Nut. And if you're them, you're saying, this is great. 2 games in a row, free high ground, nobody even chilling. But the question is, solo impact eliminations, who's gonna find them? As Joji and Rokane, they don't have to worry about that. They're a duo in the end game for what feels like the first time in forever. And we swing on over to the veteran Cease and Tragics.
They're gonna find Nosh there. It's gonna find Edgy. Edgy goes down. Acorn has to clutch up and a beautiful job onto Xcept there. Down he goes, and the HP, he's just trying to heal, holding on by a thread. And no, he doesn't make it to the edge of the storm. However, Clix is already up to 4 eliminations. Joji and Rokane now finally start to look up, and it's trouble in paradise. And this is like a moth to a flame. You know it's dangerous, but you go in anyways, and Joji finds a huge shot. It's all or nothing, and another follow-up here. The double armored wall. Defense looks good. They're starting to slide on in. Are they gonna fight their way back? Nosh is still up. Oh my gosh! Nosh with a huge shot and a bigger follow-up, but no, he finally gets crushed there by Joji.
He was literally less than 20 HP from just one of the most disgusting plays we have ever seen. But instead, Joji and Rokane say, no, we're together, we're running it through. But ignore the duo is running it through, because right now, Clix fans rise. Give me the spam in the chat as he's running it through. 40 points. We talked about how they had to rebound in game 2, and they're looking great. But Joji and Rokane now pinned against the side of the zone, looking for some room. And Rokane is down, so Joji yet again up on his feet. But Danny and Clue, hey, they're sitting on fighting elims.
There's still 4 teams in this game. Clix being one of them. He finds Rokane. Another finish for the young man himself. He's just built different. And there's a duo on the other side of the wall. 2 come in, and finally now he gets shut out just before top 3. Larson starts to turn the corner. Another finish for him as well. And the points are starting to add up. The game is starting to close out here. Larson looks like he might just be able to do it alongside his duo. It's Cease who's up top in a 1v2 situation. What can he really do now? As it's all on the table.
Larson has no builds. It's all on Quanti to make room for him right now. But I mean, Cease going all the way back. If anybody was going to win it, it was going to be him. He goes for the play, but I mean, Lars, keep an eye on the top left. D-Roller knocks Spade. Fatch gets a knock onto Nut. That could be huge. D-Roller gets the confirmation. Rokane loses the entirety of his shield in the back, but he's rotating towards the front of the zone. Still 34 above, and the fact that he's still above in the 7th zone is ridiculous. Pose picks up Fatch. Next, he gets confirmed by Kaz, and Rokane's chilling it up on the high ground. Ignale, Militalole, just chilling.
Yep, Nut is still alive as well. He's on that mid ground, working the backside of the layer. Rokane, however, starting to run out of material here. It's looking pretty dire down low. 12 above the surge, so he knows someone might just have to go down here soon. And all of a sudden now, he's just weighing his options left or right. Most important decision of the day, Verts on the left side. That's not a safe rotate, not by any means for Larson and Quanti, though. Another team that needs to continue to pop off here and go straight to finals. They're looking to do it right now. They're finding a team here on the other side of the wall. Here comes the full fight. Nothing happens from it, though.
Keeping an eye, Rokane in the top right, trades the shot away, gets a decent area, but he's looking for some room, trying to track the player, knowing he has him low. Keeping an eye in the bottom right-hand corner, D-Roller also has a solo, but Rokane, 0 builds. He's got absolutely nothing, and Clix finds another one. Clix is doing something today. I believe that's his 3rd or 4th Elim. We've seen a pair in the feet. D-Roller picks up another one in the bottom right-hand corner. The solos are doing it all. Muzz picks up Blake. Quad gets a knock onto Larson, knocking down our match number 2 winner. Rokane, what are you doing? This is too good.
He's gonna get the finish as well. Look at that. That's important. He needed those mats on the other side of the wall. That was Muzz there. Muzz just goes running. He wants nothing to do with this fight here. Rokane, however, gets blocked out there. Now he has to slide in. Does he have enough time to make it to the storm? Will it bounce back? How much luck can he pull through? And we'll find out here. He's right on top of him. It ends up working out. He's got some mats up the layers. Can he find a little bit more? Rokane holding on. My gosh, just like that, he is our current point leader. Wow.
This is absurd. This run by Rotating right now. I know Clix is doing everything, but from the third, it was 7th zone surge, 5th zone going through, trying to push all the way over. This is bonkers. Like, you don't see a solo effort like this. Yes, normally you're seeing Elans all over the place. You've seen more points, but the level of execution to make it through here, to use every single resource perfectly, is ridiculous. But while we're talking about that, Militale from the high ground, they're just raining shots down. They're picking up Elans themselves, and Rokane gets into the top 10, but it was Clix who put an end to the run. NRG fans rise as Clix is sitting on 5 eliminations. He says, Day, what's the elim count right now for you? Oh, my bad.
Yep, they're just, again, climbing up faster than ever. Edgy and Acorn as well, as they're on 3 here. Players behind the wall, doesn't look for the edit. This is just passive play here, trying to hold them out there, let the Storm do the hard work. Here's Quancy, one of the few solos in the game. There's a couple there. He gets shut down, and that's, of course, in the hands of Qual there as well. Look at this. Clixo finds the edit. There's a player there. There's 2. There's 3. Can he get more? We'll find out. That's a great tag in the shield crack, but no finish. And again, Clix just continuing to rack them up.
Game 1 might not as well have happened, but Qua on the other side, if you're saying max damage only, all right, I see you. Flu24 Clue needs to get a clue there as he's given the answer, and that was a Clix. Clix is up to 7. Daze picked up a pair of his own. They're about to push into 10. They're in the top 3. 2v1 v2, and they could just take match number 3 here. As Militale picks up Edge. It's the high ground versus low ground. Day picks up another, and Clix goes down.
Ignalai and Milito looking to close it out, and they do with 7 eliminations and a high ground turnaround. Talk about a game that is starting to get crazy here. Out goes TK. Chimp is still alive as well. Here's Joji and Rokane. 3rd place gives them more points, but no, both of them get crushed there from the weight of Larson, whom again, he didn't even need the loot or anything. They just wanted points.
Wait, timeout. There's 4 people in this car right now. There's literally, like, Day is in this car with another full duo, and then Nevify and Ritual, everyone's just driving around, but, like, why would he bother shooting at anyone? This is a free pass, and you can see Rapid, he's thinking about it, but instead, nope, he's just like, hey, let me call a taxi, just take the placement going through. He's chilling. Will he dive out into the box? When is he going to find an opportunity to exit? But the reality of the situation, they can't, though. The angles when you have 4 people in the car, the back seats are the solos. They don't want to shoot at each other. Like, everyone's chilling.
Yeah, they were trying to get some shots in there. Instead, they targeted team to the side, and this is it. This is exactly what Day needed. He needed some extra firepower. He managed to find it, but he is so below the surge. I don't know how long it's going to last here. He just needs to continue to make it his way on through. Day finally jumps out of the vehicle. He says, all right, enough of this. Can I get one? Surely can. And just like that, he's back in it. Another set of points above the threshold as well. What can't he do?
1 above, and the biggest part is that was max damage onto a duo. So not only did he get all the knock, but he was able to finish the down body. It was 180 and then 110. He tries to hop onto the zip line to break the builds and go through, but Day trying to add his name on them. Unfortunately, he closes out. But Monster, that was a bonus 8 points for the young lad, and that could be huge.
A big game. Every point matters. Everything matters here in the end. For Knight and Rogue Shark, what can they do? Their story's just beginning. Finally now starting to earn up some big points, as is Kaz and Fishy, who's up top right now trying to secure a victory royale. So far above the threshold, they're looking A-okay here, and the firepower is starting to ramp up here. Clue and Danny in 4th place. 1 step closer now to making their way to that top 5, staying within it.
Great pathing from Clue to get back to his teammate Chimp, trying to make the individual run, but right as we say that, gets run over. Rogue Shark picks up a pair. Jeff gets one on the TK. Oliver picks up Nick. Bryce picks up another one. Oliver gets a pair there. That's 3 for him real fast into Roller, looking for some room because he's just on the outside looking in from the top 5. You talk about every single point mattering. That's 4th for 6 right on top of each other, but Clue and Danny are running out of mats.
Is there gas left in the vehicle here? We'll find out. The light's green for Edgy. He's going to find one there. And finally now, they get themselves some much-needed material. It's going to allow them to slide on up, but someone comes to the bottom. It's actually Larson, and he gets just clapped right now by Edgy, and all of a sudden, that's a 3 for him. More placement points as well. Inside the top 10 we go. Quanti, however, sitting deep in the storm right now, trying to stay alive. It's working out. He's getting points for it. That's a player. It's Edgy once again, and a closeout for the duo. And we see another solo finish up a full team.
And that is second place, just putting a dagger into first. They say, no, 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 no. You're not getting any more points here. You'll stop the run. It was still a really good push from Larson and Quanti into, I believe, the top 7. But Jeff now using the med miss and just buying time. He finds some room. It's better than a bandage on the edge of the zone. Edgy doing the exact same thing, but the grid space, he can't crouch underneath those, and he needs to find some room. He can only tank 2 more zone ticks, and he gets it. And Monster, 2v1, v1, v1 to close it out here in match number 4.
He does have a lot of heavy material as well. Depending on where Edgy begins to look will determine how this game plays out. There's a solo here in play, so it's Edgy, it's Jeff, and it's our high ground team of Kaz and Fishy who want this victory royale more than anyone right now. Edgy, however, wants to stay alive. It does matter. It's worth 4 points if he can get this low ground elimination. Jeff there is making a lot of noise. Edgy has to know this is a solo. Is he gonna commit here? He's looking for it. Starting to run out of time here.
Oh, but he slides too far down. He doesn't cut it off. He's too far in zone, but he gets ahead of it, trying to find the shots. Misses the first, trying to find the second. But Jeff doing everything he can, closes off the wall on the other side. Fishy and Kaz are dropping down, trying to do something about it, trying to make a play.
Edgy's still alive.
I know, he's keeping it up.
I don't know how. Kaz is now looking down. He's got Fishy to back him up. They actually call off the push. They say, wait a second, that was almost the game. We almost through here. Jeff's now on height. Boom, that's a huge shot. And another one. Whoa, and Fishy clutches up, but it was so close. Another player back there. No, he goes out the side. He's gonna hold that player out to the zone. He wants to get right in front. So many mats to work with as well, and just a clean rotate.
Larson finally fell, but he was able to find an Elam in an additional placement point. That's +4. It might be enough, but we talked about booking a trip to the finals. 33 Acorn, Fusion, Esports, Edgy. They want to do it right now. Trying to push all the way through. They have the average number of points. If they can just get a couple more Elams here, we will be seeing them in 2 weeks playing for that Axe of Champions, trying to get through as Acorn finds yet another one. But Voil and Accept, they want to toss their name into the hat.
Jeff all of a sudden is inside the top 5, but hold up. Take a look here. Acorn and Edgy are doing it. Already 2 Elams now, an official top 5 for placement. They look up. They see a player. He's way high. We don't want to target that one. Not right now. Not just yet. Give him a couple more seconds, a couple more material. Findo. Jeff gets another one. More points for him, and they are clutching up. Can we see Oliver OG do it once again here alongside Jeff and make his way to the FNCS Finals? One of the hugest surprises we've seen in the 2022 year.
Nah, I'm done calling Oliver OG a surprise, man. No, not a content creator. He is a competitive player who also happens to have some amazing videos, but Jeff gets taken down, but he pushed himself into that 4th place spot. So massive play for him there. Jelly just trying to get a little bit closer. But realistically, if you're Voil and Accept, you need every possible point here.
I'm with it, and I believe it. Voyu and Accept, I mean, the fact that they've managed to find this much in this game is a statement in its own, but they do need more. They cannot allow Acorn and Edgy to steal away these points. They're just funneling the points onto the top there. That's 3 more points that they could have had. And now, the veterans on the low ground here, Edgy and Acorn, again versus vets on the high of Accept and Voyu. 6 points, 6 Elams.
So heal off though, I believe, goes to Accept and Voil. They have the full med kit as well as 6 splashes, but Edgy and Acorn say, no, 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 chopping it all down. You'll fall just like my name says. Finds it on the side. Edgy, will he be able to get the confirmation? Looks back for Accept,
no.
But Accept puts his foot on the gas pedal and says, you better not let up. Trying to find the shots, and as he goes for the conversion, Acorn sticks his head out and says, no siphon for you.
First place, 187 points.
Look, this is looking so good for them. Quanti and Larson, like we said, in second. Also, almost a